Oh, the red light's on. But yeah, it's recording.
Hey everyone, welcome to WOR, what I like to call Worlds these days. This is a weekly intensity training ride that takes place here in Fort Collins, Colorado. Sorry about the intensity screen here, the speed of the riders. I've had to increase the speed just to keep the timing down, but in the future I will trim those down. Anyways, if you're interested in joining us, the ride departs Front Range Community College in Fort Collins off Harmony at 5:30 every Wednesday from spring to fall. The only tuition we ask are your watts and also watching out for each other. Most of these folks have a full-time job, kids, family at home waiting for them, so let's continue to watch each other and improve our safety combined. So kind of seems weird saying spring, by the way, as we just got snow yesterday and it's April 26th today. Anyways, for better context on the time of the year that this ride starts, springtime, the time change during spring, that's when this ride officially starts. So welcome. Oh, and by the way, if we have not met, my name is Byron Becerril. I am a full-timer on this ride and here for any of your questions, cycling or even real estate related. So hi everyone. Anyways, today's route is a Fort Collins favorite and personally one of my favorites since this route has been used in Colorado Pro Cycling Challenge and also goes through the rolling hills or the Rocky Mountain countryside with not many lights, a few punchy climbs, some sustained climbs, but yeah, it's a beauty. Anyways, the peloton is generally packed with some local talent here, well, top local talent, I should say. That's kind of around the world. Secrets out of Fort Collins as the best place to live, which also has attracted great riders. So there you have it. From the starting line, just to give you a little bit better context about the ride, from the starting line, which takes off from Front Range Community College, the pace is comfortable. So even though I will build this ride up to be super hard or however you take it, just remember that the ride pace is comfortable and then builds up in about 15 to 20 minutes. Then the riders generally have an option to do a more mellower ride or a harder than race pace option, which I call Worlds. And that's what you're currently watching is the Worlds route. And luckily for me, this day, I was able to call for a quick stop so I can mount my camera. Generally, this is not a regroup ride, or I should say it regroups at the finish line or at a local brewery. But yeah, that's what you can expect starting. And as always, you can also expect a few attacks for the more aggressive riders, which will help animate the ride and pace. They're hoping to establish an early breakaway, of course, or dig themselves an early grave, as I like to say. Just ask Dane about that since he's going to launch an attack, and we'll say goodbye for a little bit. Anyways, either way, I love it. Dane's an awesome rider, an awesome guy, and I appreciate those animations because it improves everybody's benefits. Anyways, as you can imagine, the peloton is pretty strong around here in Colorado. We're working at 5,000 feet in altitude. Most of these guys are local racers or local full-time riders. So top talent, and they're all working together to keep the pace high, prevent anything from going away. I think the only person that can go away is maybe MVP this year, and that's Matthew Vanderpool, since he is killing it this year. I've loved the Spring Classics this year. If you haven't watched them, they are definitely worth going back and learning from what he does and how strong that guy is. It's unbelievable. So hope that describes the ride for you, and you have some time during the week to come and join us. If not, I have some other routes or rides that I help promote or just kind of influence because I have a lot of fun riding in groups. It's safer in numbers when you're on the road, so that's the way I like to think. Anyways, this year riders are showing up with incredible strength and determination. Whatever they did during the off season is paying off. So congratulations to all that off-season discipline and sacrifices you made, like not getting an extra plate of turkey or opening a tab at a local brewery every week. Whatever it is you did, even if you caught Zwiftitis and kept you away, it has proven to work. I actually, talking to Ben, they always tried to get me on Zwift, and I'm like an anti-Zwifter. I'm kind of an outdoors guy, but I considered getting Zwift this day since I was in the pain cave and wondering what is going on. And I can only point to what Zwift and that structured training has provided to these folks. But anyways, it's awesome. Also, kind of windy around here. That's what I want to point out here. It's kind of windy around here. So if you're considering relocating, or if you're considering relocating, I guess start working on your balance and FTP. You're going to use that when you get here. We're working this day, even if you're on the back. There was no free ride this day, so it makes it very challenging from anywhere in the ride. I heard from Will Gavato, just talked to him over the phone just recently. He was pushing over 400 watts at times just to maintain pace. To give you a little context behind Will, he's a pro level rider. He also rides a gravel bike on this ride, which makes it more, I don't know how to gauge him. He's kind of like the MVP around here then. But anyways, he rides a gravel cross bike or whatever, and he pushes the pace and keeps us honest. And as much as I want to smile, sometimes I just don't have the energy to put any smile in my face. I am grinning to stay on his wheel. But anyways, it did put a smile on my face when he did say that he was working, sitting in at 400 watts or more. So huge kudos to everyone that's pushing the pace out there. And that on this day, that would include Ben, Brad, both Matts out there, I think. Yeah, Dave, Cho, I think, Sterling, Jonathan, who I haven't seen for a while, but he's a strong rider, and Yellow Kit, Dane was out there pushing the pace, so it's great. And anyone that I might be missing, sorry, but I'll continue to make these videos and hopefully get you in the lineup. But oh man, I wish I could provide some telemetry for you as well, but I'm doing this on the fly today, and we'll add more videos in the future with telemetry to give you some context behind the pace, the power that these folks are producing here in town. So, and we see some rotation happening. However, riders are either getting dropped or sitting in since the rotation of people is kind of slimming down. But fortunately for me, I'm still in the mix here, but I'm losing battery life quickly. Not sure what bug I caught, but this was my last ride for about a week since I was in bed directly after this, fighting some crazy virus that felt like COVID, but I tested negative. Similar symptoms though: chest pain, headache, soreness, major weakness, could barely get out of bed, and I didn't even want to eat or drink anything for the next couple of days. So if you catch anything and you don't test positive, just remember you might have the same symptoms I had. It might be a crazy bug going around. I didn't go to the hospital because they would probably diagnose me with some other crazy thing. And I don't know, kind of old school. So if I can remember here, there was sections of this ride that I couldn't even hold 300 watts, especially up the climbs. That's where it really hurt me. But I think the only thing that was benefiting me was riding my new bike, which is a Tarmac, I think SL6. I don't even know what I got, but it's a new one. And I haven't rode it for all winter. I generally train on a gravel bike during the winter, mainly for safety, and I also had back surgery, making it more comfortable for me. And then it also has improved my fitness because I'm pushing a heavier bike. But anyways, the Tarmac was a great ride this day. I should have probably rode it and got comfortable with it, because during this ride I felt uncomfortable, and I didn't know if it was because of the pace or because of my position on this bike compared to my gravel bike, but I will improve on that going forward. And where are we at here? Just enjoy the music. We are kind of coming up the final kilometers, and the pace doesn't really pick up, but the watts certainly do as we start climbing these grades of 4 to 7% physics lesson or lesson on gravity, which makes me consider my life decisions recently with extra ice cream or Lanceritas that I like to consume on the weekend or weekdays. Don't tell anybody. Alrighty. Well, anyways, this is climber's territory here because this is your longer, tougher climbs, and I remember that I need to lose some weight. The guy that just rode by me is a buddy, Justin, and he dropped me so easily. He did say hi, so thank you for saying hi and bye so quickly. But yeah, thanks for making me chase you because I was like, oh man, yeah. Anyways, this is a downhill section, really beautiful views, but also have to watch out for a lot of just deer that like to hang out on the sidelines here. I remember someone ran into a deer here at high speed, which is 40 easily plus miles an hour down this hill. And then you got to worry about the cars sometimes because I have been taken over by a car, which I had to chase down and file a report. The police didn't even do anything. But basically, he pushed me into this gravel section right around there, which scared the crap out of me. I don't know this YGR rider in the front of me, but he did bridge up to me, which was awesome. I think he came off the WOR ride, which was a little bit more mellower ride, but hope to see him back out there contributing to the World's ride because he was working with me nicely. So kudos to you. Thank you so much. This is a steeper of the climbs. We're going up about 6%, maybe +7, and then it kind of bends to the right here, and it just continues to kick up. But it's kind of like at this point of the ride, sometimes it is just so much pain to get up and over. Even it's kind of like a false flat, but it's like 8%. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Anyways, YGR rider passes me. What am I calling YGR? I should call him City. I don't know what is their team called. I don't know. Green Kit. I should know these things, but I like the folks over at YGR. So quick shout out to those folks. That's yourgroupride.com, or I think they might have changed it to Noco Cycling on Facebook. Give them a follow. They're not a sponsor of this video, but hey, call me if you ever want to sponsor these videos. That'd be cool. Anyways, he was able to bridge on to another rider there with a green jersey. Don't know him that well. I think it's WOR's W something. But anyways, also super strong rider in riding a vintage bike, which must weigh quite a bit, and helps me stay committed and not fall off because I want to finish strong. So at this point, it's kind of a downhill. Luckily I've been able to bridge onto these guys going down a hill, and I'm drafting, trying to recover. And then I take a flyer here. And the only thing that's helping me here are kind of a slight grade. It's not a big climb. And there's my buddy Justin that passed me like I was standing still up the climb. I said hi real quickly to him, and I just kept motoring on. And I was super impressed that he was drinking water, was able to put it away, and then bridge onto my move here because I was going as hard as I can. I just didn't have anything else to give. I knew I was trying to catch another rider that was up the road, also strong rider from TTH, and he was just slightly up the road. I can see him. You can't see him that well in the video because he's zoomed out, but we do catch him kind of at the end. Justin says, thanks for the pull. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Thank you, Justin. At my weakest moments, those little comments help kind of fill up my tank a little bit, so I appreciate you. Anyways, it's good to see these folks ride stronger and stronger week in week. Justin's actually in Mallorca with a few other TFR riders that, maybe I shouldn't say TFR, that's top secret ride around here. But anyways, yeah, we're all building together. You are more than welcome to come and join us. Send me a quick note if I can be of any service to you. And that is it. That's a wrap. So hope you guys enjoy the content. Come out and visit us and join us sometime. Thank you, Justin, for the good times out there. And all these pros here are coming up on the sidelines on the right-hand side. Congratulations on the podium finishes there, and enjoy the podium girls. Kisses. Have a great night, everyone. See you guys soon.